barbecue.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of NewBQ Backyard Barbecue and Grilling. I'm your host, Jazz, and today I am cooking a tri-tip steak. Now, I've never cooked a tri-tip steak before, but today it's going to be the first one. We're going to do a reverse sear on it. I'm going to use a little bit of Fire and Smoke Steak King Competition Blend seasoning and a little bit of cowboy rub from Cattleman's Cowboy Rub. So anyway, we're going to do that. We're going to season it up. We're going to get it on the grill. We're going to smoke it to about 115 degrees, and then shortly after that we'll flip it over and we will sear that sucker right on the Oklahoma Joe's pellet grill. So anyway, let's get to cooking. Alright folks, here it is. This is a tri-tip steak. It's got a little brown spot. I think that's where the thing was. But anyway, this is a tri-tip steak. We're going to trim her up. We're going to trim a little bit of this fat off the backside and season it up and slap this puppy on the old Oklahoma Joe smoker. Alright guys, got it all seasoned up. We used a little bit of this Steak King Competition Blend from Fire and Smoke. It's good stuff, find it at Walmart. And used a little of this Cattleman's Cowboy Rub. And it'll bring back a little bit of color, add a little bit of, you know, that smoky taste to it. Anyway, good stuff. Let's go ahead and get this sucker over to the grill and get it on. Alright guys, there it is. We got the grill going. Get this piece of meat up. We're going to slap it right in there. Now, I'm just going to let that sucker smoke for a while. I'm going to put a probe in it and we're going to wait for it to get to about 115 degrees. Alright folks, look at there. We are at 115. Let's go ahead and we're going to flip this sucker to sear. Crack her open here. Oh man, look at there. We're going to pull this back out. And we're going to take it off. And we're just going to sit down here on the sear side. And we're going to let that sear for just a couple minutes. And we'll flip it over, sear it again. And we'll flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it. And it ought to be done. Look at that sucker. That looks good. Alright guys, look at that bad boy. Doesn't that just look good, 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 good. Alright, now I'm going to take the sucker off and put it in the pan. We'll put a little aluminum foil over it. I'm going to let it rest for a few minutes, and then we're going to slice the sucker open, and we're going to show you just what it looks like on the inside. Now, I will tell you, I think I got a little more done than what I wanted, but it is what it is. It's kind of a learning process. I've never done one before, but let's just flip her over and see what she looks like. Look at that. Woo, baby. Alright, take her off. Throw her in the pan. shut the lid. Alright guys, let's cut into this sucker. See if we get a little light over here. Let's cut into it, see what it looks like. Oh yeah, look at that. Look how beautiful that looks. Alright, I'm gonna take the sucker in, we're gonna get it all sliced up, we're gonna eat this sucker. Alright guys, that is it for this week's steak video, the little tri-tip steak. That sucker, I tasted a little bit of it, and let me tell you, it was fantastic. I love it when stuff like this works out. I've never done a tri-tip steak. This is my first one ever, and it turned out amazing. It turned out awesome. I was a little worried because I've never done one, but man, it turned out great. So anyway, I sliced it all up. It's inside. My wife's divvying everything up for the family, and I'm gonna go eat. So we'll see you guys next time on another episode of NewbieQ Backyard Barbecue and Grilling. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook at NewbieQ2020. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at NewbieQ2020. And we'll see you guys next week on another episode of NewbieQ Backyard Barbecue and Grilling. Peace out.